Not for the first time, Boris Johnson apologised to MPs for parties during lockdown in Downing Street and government buildings.
And I also want to say, Mr. Speaker, above all, that I take full responsibility for everything that took place on my watch. We are humbled by the experience, and we have learned our lesson.
Details of 16 gatherings emerged in the long-awaited report into Partygate, so-called, by senior civil servant Sue Gray. It describes failings of leadership and judgment at the heart of government, a culture of excessive drinking, while too little thought, she says, was given to what was happening across the country. A police investigation handed 126 fines to 83 people in government, including one to the Prime Minister himself. Johnson believes the gatherings he attended, briefly, had been work-related and within the rules. What happened afterwards, he said, late-night drunken revelry, was news to him.
I had no knowledge of those subsequent proceedings because I simply wasn't there. And I have been as surprised and disappointed as anyone else in this House as the revelations have unfolded.
The opposition reacted with predictable fury.
This report will stand as a monument to the hubris and the arrogance of a government that believed it was one rule for them and another rule for everyone else.
Whether Johnson's future is in doubt depends on the response of MPs within his own party.
I made my point and my position very clear to the Prime Minister. He does not have my support. But a question I humbly put to my colleagues is, are you willing, day in and day out, to defend this behaviour publicly?
For months now, Conservative Party MPs have been saying that they would hold off triggering a leadership contest against Boris Johnson until the Sue Gray report was published. But the reality is there wasn't much in it that isn't already in the public domain. No major surprises. It may well be that the next benchmark against which the Prime Minister is to be judged is the question of whether he knowingly misled Parliament when he told MPs last December that no party had been held, no rules had been broken. If a pending parliamentary inquiry finds he did lie to MPs, that would be an offence for which a Prime Minister would be expected to resign. In the meantime, opinion polls suggest 59% of Britons think Johnson should resign anyway. The Partygate saga isn't over yet.